Let's start. Here we learn the verifications of KCL and KVL using theoretically as well as the simulation techniques using the circuit safari. Here the circuit is given. The circuit is used for the KCL, Kirchhoff's current law, as well as for the KVL. Now here we require to find out the currents. The statement of the KCL is that the algebraic sum of all current is equal to the 0, or the sum of entering current at any node is equal to the sum of the outgoing or the leaving current at that node. Here this is the node B, where the current I1, I2 and I3 are enters, and current I4, I5 and I6 are leaving that currents from the node B. The R1, R2 and R3 in the circuits are parallel. The resistance across the A and B is equivalent resistance RAB. That parallel resistance between R1, R2 and R3. Substitute the value. R1 is equal to 220 ohm, R2 is equal to 150 ohm and R3 is equal to 100 ohm. The equivalent resistance RAB is equal to 47.15 ohm. Then the second branch, point B to C, again R4, R5 and R6 are parallel. Calculate the equivalent resistance between the point B and C, that is equal to the RBC, which is coming across after calculation 37.50 ohm. Therefore, the equivalent KCL circuit is the series of these both resistance, equivalent resistance, that is RAB and RBC. RAB and RBC are in series. This is RAB, this is RBC. Both are in series and applied voltage is equal to the 9 volt. Okay, both these voltages. Now this is equivalent to the KVL. We require the total current IT flowing through these circuits. Now it is easy to calculate the total current IT. That IT is equal to the V, voltage V, divided by the total resistance called as the R equivalent, where R equivalent is equal to the summations of RAB plus RBC. Substitute the value of voltage V is equal to 9 volt and RAB and RBC is equal values. The total current IT is equal to 106 milliampere. 106 milliampere. This is the total current. Now we require to find out the voltage across the each branch. That means at point A to B and from point B to C. The voltage across RAB is called as a VAB and voltage across RBC is called as a VBC. It's very simple to calculate the voltage across the series network. That means current into the resistance. Therefore, VAB is equal to RAB into IT. RAB is equal to the 47.15 ohm and IT is 106 milliampere. The voltage is equal to 4.997 volt. Similarly, VBC, the voltage across the resistance RBC is equal to resistance RBC into the total current IT. Substitute the value of RBC is 37.50 ohm and IT is equal to 106 milliampere. After calculating this value, VAC is equal to 3.975 volt. And if we are to add this voltage, it approximately equal to the 9 volt. Now we require the current flowing through these resistors. As we know that the current across the parallel branch is different and voltage is same. Therefore, the voltage across R1, R2 and R3 is equal to the VAB, that means 4.997 volt, whereas the voltage across the resistors R4, R5 and R6 is VBC, that means 3.975 voltage. Therefore, according to the Ohm's law, the current I1 is equal to the voltage across this resistance is VAB divided by this resistance R1. VAB is equal to the 4.997 volt and R1 is equal to 220 ohm. Therefore, the current is 22.71 milliampere. Similarly, I2 is equal to VAB divided by R2 is equal to 4.997 volt divided by the resistance 150 ohm, which is equal to the 33.31 milliampere. The current I3 is equal to VAB upon R3, substituting the value 4.997 volt divided by R3 is equal to 100, that is equal to 49.97 volt. Sorry, milliampere. This is the current. These are the currents across the resistors R1, R2, R3 in. Now we have seen the same circuit and measure the currents in individual resistors or individual branch using the circuit safari. We all know that circuit safari is Android based, therefore you can easily download on a mobile and use it. So the circuit requires the 3 resistors in parallel in one branch and 3 resistors in parallel in second branch. Therefore, we have select here the resistors first, that indicated by the yellow color, this first resistors, second resistors and the third in one branch. Now we require to change its value, so double click on these resistors which we require to change the value. First resistor's value is 220 ohm. Here in yellow color the resistance value is 10 kilo ohm. Double click on this, change the value as per the requirement. Value is 220 ohm, select is 220. Second resistors, that is R2 resistance value is 150, select 150, 150. Third resistance value is 100 ohm, select it 100, okay. Another 3 resistance in second branch. First resistors, move this in line, second and the third resistors. Change its resistance value. R4 resistor is 100 ohm, select 100. R5 resistor is 150, select 150, and last resistor R6 is again 100 ohm. These 3 resistors all are in parallel connections. Again we require the current flowing through this. Select the current meter indicated by the A sign first. All currents we require here to measure from I1, I2, I6. Therefore, through each resistors we require the current. Therefore, 6 current meter are connected here in series with the resistors. The first branch is parallel, therefore see here, check this node and tick mark. The line is connected, that means circuit is or wire is completed. Second, connect between the ammeter and resistors. Similarly, again these three resistors are connected. This is the first branch AB. Second branch is resistors R5, R4 and R6 are parallel. Their ammeters connected in series to each resistors. They are the parallel combinations. And this is the second branch BC. The node between both is connected to here. That means both are in series. Now we require the power supply having 9-volt battery. Rotate it. Its value is 5 volt. Change it to the as per requirement 9 volt and connect the supply to the both branch. The circuit is complete for the KCL, only remaining the ground. Connect the ground to the negative of the power supply. This circuit is completed here. Now we require to measure the currents. Therefore, start the circuit or run the circuit, or it is called in a simulation language, simulate the circuit, run it. See here, we calculate the currents. Same current values we see here from R1 22.78, from R2 33.42, from R3 50.13 milliampere. Similarly, check for the R4, R5 and R6. That means the summation of the entering current I1 plus I2 plus I3 is equal to the I4 plus I5 plus I6. This is the total about the KCL. That means the entering current at any node or the junction is equal to the outgoing current. Now we require the voltages in a parallel branch is same or not. Therefore, stop this circuit and connect the voltmeter to the circuits. This is the voltmeter, as we require the voltage across the parallel circuit is same or not. See here, the all resistors across the resistors we require to calculate the voltage. Connect the voltage in parallel to the resistors. See here. Similarly, this can be connected across the R2, third across R3. This all voltages must be required to same, as we know that in a series circuit current is same, voltage difference across the resistors, whereas in a parallel circuit voltage across the all resistors is same, whereas the current is different. This is the parallel circuit first branch AB. All voltages must be required to same. Similarly, to the branch B and C, all voltages must be required. Therefore, we can measure the voltage across the R4, R5 and R6 using this voltmeter. Connect these voltmeters to the resistors. This is the complete circuit diagram to measure the currents in a KCL circuit as well as the voltage across the parallel networks. Run these circuits. See here we have stopped the simulators, and see here across the branch AB the voltage across the each resistor is 5.013 volt, and for this branch BC it is 3.9847 volt in each meter. If I have to add the 5.013 voltage and the 3.987 voltage, then its addition is 9 volt. That means here also the KVL is proved, or you can say that the voltage across the each resistor is same in a parallel network. This is complete circuit about the KCL verification using the circuit Sapari. The KCL circuit proof using theoretically as well as the simulators. The statement is that again all the current in a closed loop circuit is equal to 0, or algebraic sum of all current is equal to 0, or the entering current, sum of the entering current at any node or junction is equal to the sum of the all currents leaving the junction. Thank you.